So if everybody wants to just kind of just get yourselves ready, you're most welcome to keep eating. Of course, we have dessert in the back, and we'll go ahead and get started in 2 minutes.
فاللحد صار بجثتي أرضي سمائي هذه نهاية حالي فرشي التراب يضمني وهو غطائي حولي الرمال تلفني بل من ورائي واللحد يحكي ظلمة فيها ابتلائي والنور خط كتابه أنسي لقائي والخوف يملأ غربتي والحزن دائي أرجو الثبات وإنه قسما دوائي والرب أدعو مخلصا أنت رجائي أبغي إلهي جنة فيها هنائي والرب أدعو مخلصا أنت رجائي أبغي إلهي جنة فيها هنائي والرب أدعو مخلصا أنت رجائي أبغي إلهي جنة فيها هنائي والرب أدعو مخلصا أنت رجائي ابتسم تحلو الحياة ابتسم تصفو الحياة ابتسم أنت للأيام للصبح الجميل وللطيور الصادحات ابتسم كلما نادى المنادي للصلاة وللفلاح وسبح كلما شاهدت شيئا لا تحركه الرياح ابتسم يا صديقي لطفل ضاحك يلهو لشيخ عابر يمضي فلا يلقاك ابتسم يا أخي لله إن الله لا ينسى ولن ينساك تأمل ما حباك الله من شمس وأفياء تأمل روعة القمر المنير وجدول الماء تبسم في وجوه الناس شيخا كان أو طفلا
Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah wa ba'd. We begin in the name of Allah, the Creator, the Sustainer, the All-Knowing, the All-Wise, the Merciful, the All-Merciful. And we send peace and blessings upon the final messenger of God, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Shh, everyone doing all right? How was the food? Delicious, right? It was really good. I want to thank you all for taking time and really contributing to this. Of course, this is only going to be, of course, by the permission of Allah, but then for us to all contribute as much as we can. in whatever capacity that one can. So whenever we have these activities, try to do your best if you can. If you're in a position to contribute, whatever it is, please try to do so, because this is how we're going to have fun, right? It's going to be 1 or 2 or 3 people, rather all of us get together. The kids are here. It's really nice. You know, it's like a family gathering, so which is really good, alhamdulillah. All right, so as was advertised, we have Islamic Jeopardy today. And so I hope you guys are ready and ready to go. Now, how this is going to work is the following, inshallah. I have announcements too. We're going to do some announcements. But we're going to break this up into 4 teams. I think this is what we did last time. So how we're going to do this is we're going to do like 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm going to call on you. You're going to say either 1 or you're going to say 2. So if I call on Rafael, for example, he'll be 1. Brother Walid will be 2. And then we're just going to keep going around, right? If any of the youngsters want to play, you're most welcome to do so. But if you just want to observe, that's fine as well. Same thing on the sisters. I'm going to say 1, 2, and we're going to go like that. All the 1s are going to be on one team. All the 2s will be on one team, right? So don't get up and start moving around because you want to be with the, you know. I did this purposely because you're probably sitting next to someone that you probably know. I want to make sure you're sitting next to someone you might not know. Okay? So let's start here on the brother side. So Brother Rafael, you'll be 1. Brother Walid, 2. Are you going to play? Okay, so now you guys start calling it out. 1? No, 1. 1. 1. 2. Luis? 2. 1. Good. Good. Okay. 2. Very good. Everybody okay here? I say that so when does you play? You good? Okay. Okay, so everyone in here. Okay, on the sister side, we'll start here. 1. Sister? 2. Sister Ahmed? 1. 1. 2. Sister Maryam? 1. Okay. 1. Oh, 2? No, you have to do 1, right? Or 2? Or Georgina, you were 1? 2. Okay, so it'll be okay. Yeah. So Cynthia's 1. 1. Okay. Lisbeth 2. Sulma? 1, right? Okay. So remember, just 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm saying this so you guys call it out as well. Yeah, Cynthia's 1. Yeah, 1. Yeah. So remember, it's just going to be 1, 2, 1, 2. So Sulma, what number were you? We even started this game yet. Inshallah. Okay. 2. Okay. Alhamdulillah. Susan. Okay. 2. Okay. 7. 2. Okay. Perfect. Is that every? Oh, Sister Elizabeth. 1. Okay. Sister Jen. 2. Okay. Perfect. So now what we're going to do in a very organized fashion is we're going to have the 1s together and the 2s together. So if we can have the 1s maybe on the left side over there and the 2s on the right side. So those of you that are on number 1, we can move on the left side, my left side, so your right side, and the 2s can be on the right side. Same with the brothers here. The 1s we'll have over here and the 2s on that side. Just like leave, huh? No. You can just use the chairs on that side. Yeah. Because remember, they're going to be questions and answers, so you don't want to give your answers away. So make sure there's a little bit of space between you and the next team, inshallah. All right, are we ready? 1s together and 2s together? Okay. Brother Mufiz, you're 2? Okay. You're on the border. But I'm just kidding. All right. Everybody ready? Okay, 1s and 2s are good? Okay, so before we start, before I give instructions, a few things regarding our announcements, if it's okay. So just make sure everybody's on the same page. Number 1, of course, we didn't even do our introductions yet. We always are supposed to do our introductions. We'll do that momentarily. But remember, we're in the 10 days of Dhul Hijjah. These are the blessed 10 days, right? The best days of the year. So try to do your best that whatever few days that we have remaining, try to increase your acts of worship. Reading Quran, praying, fasting, visiting the sick, not backbiting or gossiping, so many different things. All the good that one does throughout the year what you're basically doing now in these 10 days is just trying to elevate it a bit more, trying to increase it a bit more, right? So try to push yourself. It's kind of like Ramadan, you know? You're going through in the last 10 days, you kind of push yourself a little bit more. It's kind of like the same idea here, that you try to do your best. Because remember, it's a short span of time, short period of time. You try to do as much as you can within these days, inshallah, okay? That's that. Number 2, regarding the Eid day, it's going to be Sunday. So 1 week from today, next Sunday, right? 1 week from today. That means, as you guys know, we're very honored here at IIOC that what we do is always for our new Muslim and convert family members, and of course our mentors and their family family members, we always do breakfast together and we do dinner together. Being that it's a Sunday, I think most of us probably are not working, or we probably can take the day off if it's possible. So we have breakfast and dinner lined up, okay? Prayer is going to be here at IIOC. So you know, sometimes we went to different places. This year it's going to be done here. We're going to have 2 shifts. One is at 7 a.m. The second one is at 8:30. Okay? One is at 7 a.m., the first one. Second one is at 8:30. It's the same thing, just 2 different shifts to fit your convenience, and of course parking as well, right? Parking is tight. Skechers parking lot has given us permission so we can park there as well, and then we'll just walk over in case you don't find parking here on site. So 7 a.m., 8:30. And then we have breakfast right after, okay? And I'm going to send you all those details. It's going to be around 9:30. So immediately after prayer, of course you want to, you know, say hi, hello, and salams, and greet one another, no problem. But then immediately after, we want to go for breakfast. So make sure everyone joins us. That'll be great. And then, of course, once breakfast is finished, you have a few hours to kind of relax, rest, whatever it is. And then we're going to have dinner probably like around 5:30 or 6. Okay, like we've been doing a number of this, I think our 4th year we've been doing this. And we're blessed every year. We have a really good turnout. So, and the reason for this, of course, is, you know, for many of our new Muslim family members, you might be the only one in your family that might be Muslim, right? And so for some people, their Eid, their holiday is literally buying a Subway sandwich or a burger and going home and eating by yourself. And that is the Eid for some of our new Muslim family members. And when we started to hear about this, we said, no, we have to change that. We have to make this a family affair, you know, a family kind of environment. So this is one of the reasons why. So we want to make sure that we're all on the same page, and you guys do your best to pencil in those dates, inshallah. Just by a show of hands, how many of you are going to be joining us for the breakfast and dinner? Dinner probably like around 5:30 or 6. Yeah. So just by a show of hands, if you can raise them really high. It's like 4 of you guys. 5. Okay, we're doing this so that there's a platform for all of us to celebrate. Now, of course, if you have another place that you're celebrating, no problem, right? But we want to make sure that for those that might not have a place to go and have fun and be with family, we're always going to have a place here. So we've already sent those forms out, registration forms. So do me a huge favor if you can just fill those out and get them to us as soon as possible so we have a head count, because we have to let the restaurants know as well, right, how many people are coming. So just make it easy for us. Again, that's on the WhatsApp group. They've also been emailed, inshallah, God willing, okay? Any questions regarding that? Everyone's all right? Good, perfect. Keep in mind, graduation, August 25th, the last Sunday of the month. The deadline is going to be Wednesday, August 14th. It's coming up really fast, so less than probably 2 weeks, right? So for those of you, if you're in the level 1 or level 2 mentorship program, if you feel you're very close to graduating, meaning you're almost done, I would do my best to push yourselves, right? Try to do it if you're close to it. If you're not close, don't worry about it. This is not a race just simply to get it done, and we don't really understand. Rather, it's quality over quantity, right? So try to do your best to understand. But if you're close, then try to push yourself. Mentors helping out the mentees. So please make sure you let us know. Deadline is August 14th. This way, because you know we have to get awards done and all that good stuff. So we need a head count, inshallah. Okay. Okay. We're going to, before we start, sorry, I like to always do introductions, just to save time, because this game is going to be really nice and competitive. If you guys can help me out, we're going to go around the classroom really quick. Just simply introduce yourself, your name, your first name and last name, and if you are a new Muslim or convert to Islam, how long it's been, or if you're just here supporting or just observing, you can mention that as well, and what community you're from, inshallah. So Brother Rafael, if I can start with you first. Okay, it'd be good to give you a mic. Sorry. I'm being lazy, sorry.
Rafael Santiago, and I've been converted since May 27th.
Nice.
My name is Antoine Alexander.
Very good. Alhamdulillah.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Walid Kishk, and I'm one of the mentors, a new mentor.
Alhamdulillah. Very good. Welcome.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Yusuf Aladallah. I've been Muslim for the rest of my life.
Inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Devin. I've been Muslim since March of 2013.
Very good. Alhamdulillah.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mufiz Nazir. I'm a revert, like almost 6 months.
Good. Alhamdulillah.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is I'm Jonathan Lloyd, and I've been Muslim since March of 2017.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Luis Diaz, and I've been Muslim since March of 2017.
I'm Noah.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Brother Nuh. I'm just here to support from Long Beach. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. And the beautiful thing with Brother Nuh is I've been known, I had the pleasure of knowing him for a number of years, and they're actually at Long Beach Islamic or Masjid Sharif in Long Beach. They're going to be starting or they're hoping to start a new Muslim class as well. So Brother Nuh is here to kind of, learn from us a little bit as well, but also to contribute as much as he knows as well to us, so we can benefit here as well. So anybody in the Long Beach area, make sure to connect with Brother Nuh, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abir Saeed.
Hello, my name is Carta, and I've been converted to Islam since 2017.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Laila, and I converted on last November.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Naila. Born a Muslim, here to support.
Assalamu alaikum. Mi nombre es Lisbeth. Tengo 3 años de convertirme en musulmana. Hola.
Her name is Lisbeth. She has been Muslim for 3 years.
I can translate that part.
My name is Heidi. I have been Muslim for 5 years now. Alhamdulillah.
My name is Naomi. I've been Muslim 9 years.
Alhamdulillah.
Stephanie, and 6 months, 2 days.
My name is Anna, and I've been Muslim for 6 years.
My name is Solma, and I've been Muslim for 3 years.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Cynthia, and I've been Muslim for 3.5, 4 years. Close to 4 years.
9 years, something like that. Yeah.
Something like that.
Inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Yamina, and I'm a born Muslim.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Miriam Aleman. I'm Muslim 3 years. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Rose, and I've been a Muslim for 9 years.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Amal. I'm not going to say how many years, but it's
all
been
good.
quite.
No worries. Alhamdulillah. I appreciate it. All right, so I think we're ready. So I see, so the ones here, yeah? Team 1, Team 2. Team 1 is here all the way till where? To Stephanie? You're 2? Okay. So these are the 2s? Okay, so these are the ones, sorry, okay. These are the 2s, yeah? Okay. Stephanie, you're a 2, right? Okay, and up until here. Okay. And Sister Anna, number 1, up until Sister Amal, 1, right? Okay, so, okay, very good. Okay, it's like, you guys are really close, 1 and 2, huh? I'm just joking. Okay, so you guys are good here. Okay, now I think most of you are familiar with how to play Jeopardy. It's the same format as Jeopardy, right? Basically, you have 5 topics. You're going to have the companions of the Prophet, peace be upon him. You're going to have prophets. You'll have the Quran. You have and 2 sections or 2 columns of miscellaneous. Okay. Now, a few things. One is our hope here is, of course, to learn what we learn in class. So now that, in a way to kind of test everyone, if you will, in a really polite and nice and in a friendly way, is to play a game like this, right? Number 2, please remember that what we learn in class and what we learn from different discussions, we want to make sure we internalize it and understand it and are able to speak to other people about it, right? So this is why when you have questions like this that are posed, it's really important to understand it so that when somebody asks you, hey, why did you become Muslim, or what's your belief of Jesus, and so forth, one knows how to respond to something like that, right? Number 3, I prefer and I encourage, please, for each of the groups, we're going to select one group leader, okay? Now, I want the group leader, please, if you guys don't mind, and this should be spearheaded. I know we have some mentors and we have some people supporting, which is good, but I want to make sure our new Muslim and convert family members are leading the discussions, Because this might, for those of you that have been studying Islam for a long time, or you're born into a Muslim family, this might be really easy for you. But for other people that just accepted last week, this might be a bit challenging. So you understand, right? So we don't want to make it too difficult, but at the same time, we want to make sure it's challenging enough. So I'm going to give you guys 1 minute. You need to select one Amir or Amira, leader of your group, and they're going to be the ones that are going to be answering the question based, of course, after consulting. So go ahead and discuss. 1 minute, select somebody, and then we're going to get started. All right, we're all set? I don't even think that was a minute, huh? So everybody select one person. Each team select one spokesperson. All right, here we go. So team number 1, who do we have? Luis? Okay. Team number 2? Who's the rep? Okay, inshallah. Sister side? Team number... Amal? Okay, team number 3. And then team number 4? Who's the representative for team number 4? I mean, team number 2, but yeah. Who's the representative here? Sister Jenny? Okay, you didn't look too happy. They just threw you in there? All right, alhamdulillah. So everyone, okay, so now basically, we're going to go by teams, right? Team 1, Team 2, Team 3, Team 4. The hope is that everyone's going to get a chance, right? If we come close to the end and it's not in an accurate or fair account, we'll stop like the last questions. Want to make sure everyone gets a chance, right? And then we'll start again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, you can of course steal. Steal basically means if it's team, we're gonna do the numbers right now. Let's just say it's team number 1, for example, okay? And it's your turn and you get it wrong, right? Then if they get it wrong, team 2, team 3, team 4, it's up to you guys. If you guys know the answer, you can steal. Steal means you can say the answer, but keep in mind, if you get it wrong, you get points deducted as well, okay? Is that clear? And that doesn't have to be in any order. It could be team 4, anybody that can answer, inshallah. Please. You think stealing is haram? Inshallah. All right. Okay, so that's number 3. And then we have a final Jeopardy question as well, right? And I'll talk to you more about that when we get there. Now, basically what you're going to do is you're going to say, hey, I want, prophets for 200, or I want the Quran for 300, okay? So you pick whatever you want, you discuss amongst your groups, and then we go, and then I start adding. If you get it right, you get the points. If you get it wrong, you get a deduction. So make sure you keep that in mind as well, okay? Any questions? I think most of us are okay, I think most of us are familiar with it, right? How to play. Now listen, the other thing is as well, it was something else, yeah. So when you are picking whatever question you want to answer, you'll have maybe about a minute, maybe 2 minutes. And what you do is you discuss, the whole point is to build on something called shura. Shura means consultation. You consult with one another to say, hey, which answer is the best answer, okay? And then you kind of consult. So just that's what I'm saying. If you guys are kind of close, you might want to separate a little bit more if you want. But of course, it's going to be a friendly game here, okay? Inshallah. Having said that, the way I'm going to number the teams are going to be as follows. So please remember your team numbers. So, yeah, but we're going to start with number 1 now. So you guys are going to be, no, I know. But this is going to be, to make it easier here. So this will be number 1, team 2. Sisters here, Sister Jen, you guys are going to be team 3. Okay, yeah, team 3. And Sister Amal, you guys will be team 4, okay? You guys are team 4. So team 1, 2, 3, 4, just so it goes in order, it'll just be a lot easier. All right? Everybody's okay? Okay, remember, even if you know the answer, I will still ask you please and politely to consult with your team and then go from there. And again, if within your group you have someone that's, a born Muslim or something like that, they can help you in the discussion, but I prefer this is a new Muslim / convert-led discussion, if you don't mind, inshallah. All right, so are we all ready? All right. Team number 1, Bismillah. And like this is, and we're supposed to have fun here, okay? So don't be too serious, huh? You can laugh, you can enjoy, just don't kind of get into a fight or something. All right? So have a good time and enjoy, inshallah. So team number 1, our representative, you guys can consult. Really quickly, what question would you guys like? Prophets for 100. Okay. Okay, the question, you guys can see it up there? Okay, perfect. The son of Mary who received the Injil or gospel. make sure you consult. You guys all consult together. Okay. Very good. Prophet Isa or Prophet Jesus? Okay? Everybody agrees? Right? The son of Mary, right? Okay, so team number 1, you got 100 points. Okay. Allahu Akbar. All right, team number 2. It's pretty interesting, right? Nice. Yeah. Okay, team number, prophets for 200. Okay, same line, huh? The son of Prophet Zechariah or Zechariah. The son of Prophet Zechariah. No stealing just yet. All right, about 30 seconds. We need the Jeopardy back, so right? Okay, time is up. Team number 2. Team number 2, I need an answer now. Luis? Okay, Prophet Ibrahim. Close, somewhat close, but no. Inshallah. So that was, you have to remind me, that was 200, right? Oh, yeah, it already comes up. Okay, who wants to steal? I saw one hand here. I'm sorry? Josh, no. Close. Team number 4. Yes, number 2. Sorry, team number 3. Very good. Yahya, right? Who we refer to as, in English as? John the Baptist, right? The cousin of Prophet Jesus. So you're close. You said Josh, but it's John, right? The cousin. Remember Prophet Zechariah, when he walked into the chambers and he saw Maryam and she had certain fruits that were not in the season, and then the discussion led, and she said, this is from Allah. So he said, subhanAllah, look at this miracle. Maybe me at my old age, if I pray to Allah, maybe Allah will bless me. And then that's when, they gave him the good news of Yahya, or translating as John the Baptist. So very good. Team number 3, right? Team number 3, very good. That was 200 points. Okay, very good. Just make sure I'm accurate on the numbers here, okay? So team number 3, so it's right to you guys. Oh, sorry. You need to see the board. All right, prophets for 300. These 2 hills were where Prophet Ibrahim or Abraham left his wife Hagar or Hajar and his son Ismail. You have the answer already? Wow. Remember, let me read it again. Remember, make sure, be careful to read the question correctly or diligently. These 2 hills are where Prophet Ibrahim or Abraham left his wife Hajar or Hagar and son Ismail or Ishmael. Very good. Safa and Marwa, right? It's called the Sa'i. So when you go for Hajj, which is what's happening in a few days, they're going to do the Sa'i. Sa'i means going from Safa to Marwa, right? And this is to relive what Hajar went through. So very good. Team number 3, 500 now. Okay, so team number 3 is in the lead, big time, 500. But remember, it's not how you start the race, it's how you finish the race, right? Inshallah. All right, team number 4. You guys can see it okay? Is it all right? Yeah? Okay. Bismillah. Our representative, Amal? Miscellaneous? Oh, okay, so we'll do column 1 or column 2? Sorry, I should put 1 and 2. 2? Okay. 400? Bismillah. Approximately how many people have memorized the Quran in Arabic? You understand why some of these questions are being asked, right? Because these are the questions you're going to get from non-Muslims outside, or these are good ice-breaking points that you can use when you're talking to someone. Approximately how many people have memorized the Quran in Arabic? Is that the final answer? Okay. Somewhat close, I guess. But no. Oh, one second. Okay. So now who would like to steal? And keep in mind, you don't have to steal, because remember, if you get it wrong, you get negative points as well. So if you don't want to steal, be on the safe side, you don't have to. But if you want to, you can. Team number 3. You raise your hand, you have to. Yeah. Go ahead. Very good. Yeah. So, mashallah. It's about 10 to 15 million people that have memorized the Quran. Maybe even more than that. 10 to 15 million people that have memorized the Quran. Remember now, that's memorizing the Quran. Shh, 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 shh. That's memorizing the Quran. There are thousands and millions of other people that have memorized parts of the Quran. You understand, right? 10 to 15 million is only those people that memorize cover to cover, which is amazing. And we have a number of them here at this mosque and in our Institute of Quran program, right? Which I encourage you all to register when it starts in September. But in addition to the 10 to 15 million, you have millions of other people that have memorized parts of the Quran. So let's do like a small survey. In this room, how many people have memorized at least, let's say, 4 surahs or 4 chapters of the Quran? Raise your hands high, please. It could be any chapters. I would say close to maybe 50% of the class, right? And I can keep going, 6 and 8 and 1 juz and 2 and so forth, right? But you see how this is such a great point, because one of the ways that the Quran has been preserved is not only written, but orally, memorized. That's why, in Ramadan, which just happened, when you have a lot of people coming for the late night prayer, the Taraweeh prayer, and the Imam, the one who's leading the prayer, if he makes a mistake, what do you typically find in the back? It's like 15 other people correcting this person. You understand, right? Because that same person, or 10 or 15, 20 other people, they have memorized the same surah or chapter or the verse that the Imam is reciting. So you see it live how Allah is protecting the Quran, His speech. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. Today, up to date, yeah. Now, of course, it could be 17 million or something, but approximately ballpark number, 10 to 15 million people. Yeah, alhamdulillah, today, as of today. Yeah, worldwide. Yeah, not just in Anaheim. Worldwide, inshallah. That'll be nice if it was just here in Anaheim, inshallah. Okay, that was team number 3. I didn't give you the points, so let's go ahead and give you the points. Sometimes I get in the discussion, I forget to give the points, so please make sure you guys are on top of me. Be gentle, okay? Be gentle, inshallah. Okay, taib. Whose turn is it? Team number 1, Bismillah. Yeah, so you guys can pick which question you guys want, from which column. Feel free to move around if you need to grab some coffee or tea or anything like that, if there's any dessert left, which I don't think so. Inshallah, but food, help yourself. This is a social activity, so, Prophet, okay, going for the big one. All right. How many times is Prophet Jesus mentioned in the Quran? Yeah. How many times is Prophet Jesus, Prophet Isa, mentioned in the Quran? Remember, consult with one another. Yeah, I'll take that answer. I was looking for a specific answer, but that's fine. That's good too. Being that you guys are at 100 points, I think you can use the points. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just joking. In addition to that, that is correct. Actually, Prophet Jesus actually mentioned 25 times in the Quran. So you guys are really close. 20 to 30, right? So 25 times. Why do you think this is important? Why do you think this is important, or somewhat important? Oh, that could be a point too. Very good, very good. Meaning maybe it's mentioned less in the Bible, meaning we have more reference of Isa or Jesus in the Quran. Very good point. What else? Yes, Sister Elizabeth? Yeah, by name, right? So by name, I don't know if that's one of the questions, so I can't give it yet. I can't give the answer. It might be one of the questions. But see, when you're dealing with people, when I'm saying dealing with people, meaning outside of the mosque, like in a work environment or at school or whatever it might be, your neighbors, the reality is some of them might have a biblical background, right? They might have a Christian or a Judaic background. So when you mention something like this is a really good icebreaker to say, we also love Jesus. That's why, we have the slogan, I love Jesus because I'm Muslim, right? To break the ice and start the discussion with people that might love Jesus, but they might have a different understanding of who Jesus is from our understanding of him being a prophet or a messenger, right? So when you mention something like this, it's actually a really good thing. It really kind of starts the discussion, inshallah. So very good. Team number 1, I will give you the points. You can, but remember, but the thing being, yeah, that's one of the points you can use. Yeah. But amongst so many different points you can use, right? But remember, if somebody's really hostile and somebody just wants to debate with you, you have to just also be wise as well, right? In how you're going to carry that conversation, inshallah. So you might have the right thing to say, but it might not be the right time to say it, if that makes sense, right? So very good. Team number 2. Okay, Quran for 200. The month during which the Quran was revealed. The month in which the Quran was revealed. Islamic month, right? Team number 2, ready? Very good. The month of Ramadan, right? The Quran was revealed in the month of Ramadan. Team number 2, you are, I think, in positive now. Yeah, okay, you're out of the negatives right now. So, very good. Alhamdulillah. You know, I'm just joking around. I hope I'm not offending anyone. When I joke, I'm just trying to build the momentum and the brotherhood and sisterhood here. So please don't take it personal, inshallah. All right, team number 3. Prophets for 400. All right. Who is the most mentioned prophet by name in the Quran? Since you guys got the other one. Who is the most mentioned prophet by name in the Quran? Prophet Musa, very good. Moses, Prophet Musa. He's mentioned a little over, I think, 130 times. I think like 139, 136 times. So very good. Team number 3. Prophet Musa or Moses, right? All right, 1,300. 1,300 right now for team number 3. Team number 4, Bismillah. Sister Amal. Oh, Amal's not here. She's okay. So the assistant, yes, Sister Anna. First column or second column? First column. 300, yeah? Okay. 300. What was the name of the Prophet Muhammad's first wife? What was the name of the Prophet Muhammad's first wife? Yes, very good. Khadija, right? Very good. All right, we're climbing. So negative 300 now, inshallah. Very good. Very good, very good, alhamdulillah. Okay, team number 1. Back to team number 1. Spokesperson, what we got? So let's tally up. You guys see the points over there? Team number 1, 600. Team number 2 at 0. Team number 3 in the lead at 1,300. And team number 4, alhamdulillah, getting there. Minus 300. Getting there, inshallah. 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 Quran 400. All right. What is the longest chapter, surah, in the Quran? What is the longest chapter in the Quran? Very good. Surah Baqarah, right? Chapter 2. Very good. And it's 286 verses. Very good. Team number 1. There we go. 1,000. Okay, they're right behind you guys. Team number 2, huh? Team number 3, sorry. Team number 2. Bismillah. Quran 500? All right. Yeah, they're going right for you guys. What is the term called for the science and proper recitation of the Quran? What is the term called for the science and the proper recitation of the Quran? Wow, this team seems really big. You have a lot of people on this team. What's going on here? Somebody switch over? Huh? Some cheating going on here? That's the biggest team, inshallah. All right, team number 2. We need an answer. Very good. Tajweed, right? Tajweed is the science of the recitation, the pronunciation, right? when to elongate vowels and so forth. So very good. So team number 2, we are at 500. Very good. Alhamdulillah. Team number, yes. Okay, so we give you points though, right? Yeah, they were negative at that point, I think. Yeah. Thank you, so I appreciate it. I can maybe give you 200 points for being honest. So, but you already have 1,300. I don't think you guys need it, inshallah. But I appreciate it, alhamdulillah. Team number 3, bismillah. First column or second column? First, okay. How old was the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, when he died? Sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Wow, very good, mashallah. This team is 63 years of age, right? So let's break this down. When did he get prophethood? When was he 40? Very good, right? 40. And then the remainder is how many years? From 23, right? So now when you're studying the seerah or the life of the prophet, you're going to have 2 stages or 2 phases, right? The Meccan phase and the Madani phase. That time he spent in Mecca, that time he spent in Medina. 13 years in Mecca, right? First 13 years, he was in Mecca. This is when Islam was just small, it was growing, few people growing. And then the remainder 10 years in Medina, which was known as Yathrib first, and then it was changed into Medina, right? So this is, remember, 13 years in Mecca, then the remainder 10 years in Medina. These are when you call the Meccan phase and the Madani or Medinan phase. This is what is being referred to. When he first started, he got his prophethood at 40. He started calling the Quraysh, which was the predominant tribe in Mecca. He was calling them towards monotheism. Worship one God. Worship the creator, not the creation. Because they were idol worshippers, right? They were polytheists. They were pagans, right? But then they were being boycotted. They were being attacked. They were being killed, et cetera, right? And then they went over to Medina, right? And this is where the Prophet spent the remainder 10 years, inshallah. So very good. Who was that? Sorry. Team number 3, right? You guys got it right. Okay, perfect. So, all right, 1800. Perfect. All right, team number 4, bismillah. Are you guys switching? That's going to cost you 200 points. I'm just kidding. Sister Anna? Miscellaneous for 500. All right. Who were the 2 famous grandchildren of the Prophet Muhammad? Peace be upon him. Who were the 2 famous grandchildren of the Prophet Muhammad? Sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Very good. Hassan and Hussein, right? Hassan and Hussein through Ali, right? So very good. Alhamdulillah. Team number 4. So mashallah, we're at 200. Very good. All right. So team number 1. Bismillah. Counting down, it's getting close now. Quran for 300, very good. What is the name of the chapter one must always recite in our 5 daily prayers? Very good. Surah Fatiha, the opening, right? Chapter 1. So this is what we recite. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, right? Chapter 1, then you go from there, inshallah. So very good. So this is team number 1. Let's give you your points. MashaAllah. All right. Team number 2, bismillah. Team number 1 and 3, you guys are at it. 500 point difference only, inshallah. Miscellaneous 400, all right. We have, what event in Islamic history starts the Islamic calendar? What event in Islamic history starts the Islamic calendar? Now, if you were paying attention to what I was saying a little while ago, I might have not given the answer, but I might have alluded to it. So, what event in Islamic history starts the Islamic calendar? Meaning, how did the Islamic calendar start? With what event? If you ever need me to rephrase the question, let me know as well. Already going to steal? Allah will wait, alhamdulillah. All right, team number 2, we need an answer. Yeah, okay, we'll give it to you, alhamdulillah. That's true. So the answer is correct. It's when the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he went from Mecca to Medina. This is what they're referring to. It's called the Hijrah. The Hijrah, right? So you know when you have the Islamic calendar, you have the first year, the second year, the 1440th year. Where did it begin? How did the calendar begin? The calendar began when the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, when the Muslims, they went from Mecca to Medina. So remember the first 13 years they spent in Mecca, they were being persecuted. Then Allah gave them permission to go to Medina, right? So when they went from Mecca to Medina, it's called the Hijrah. This is where you say calendar, first year in the Islamic calendar. And this is now how we get to where we are today. This is how it started. Okay? Very good. Inshallah. It was team number 2, right? I didn't give you the point. Did I give you points? I didn't. Okay. Still was like, they're like, no, you didn't. Inshallah. Okay. Bismillah. Team number 3. Oh, wow. Okay. Who was the companion that gave up all his wealth to the Quraysh in order to migrate to Medina? Who was the companion that gave all his wealth to the Quraysh in order to migrate to Medina? No. Close, but no. So who's stealing? Here, okay, 1 second. Let me make sure. 1, 2, team number 3. It was close. So remember, you guys are stealing now, so. Abdurrahman bin Auf. That's a good point. Yes, he did. Abdurrahman bin Auf did. I have somebody else here, but that's a good point. So yes, that's correct. That's correct. Here I was mentioning Suhaib al-Rumi. If you remember the story of Suhaib al-Rumi also, the Quraysh stopped him before going, and he said, you know what, if I give you all my wealth, I hid it in a specific place. Of course, they didn't have Wells Fargo at that time, right? So where they hid their wealth, he said, this is where my wealth is. If I give it to you, will you let me go? They said, of course we'll let you go. Are you really going to? And he did. And so when he gave up all his wealth, whatever he had, then he migrated to Medina. But it's also true, Abdurrahman ibn Auf as well. So you will get the points, inshallah. This is team number 1. Yeah, sure. It's Abu Bakr, yeah, so alhamdulillah. We can give you slightly, but yeah. But that is correct though as well, inshallah. Because you have to keep in mind, many of the companions gave up, right? Many of the companions, but this companion in particular, when you're reading the seerah, the life of the Prophet, he literally gave up everything for the sake of Allah, right? And that's amazing. And when you study the life of the companions, so when you study the life of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, then you start to study the life of all the companions, you find so many sacrifices they made. And it's so relevant for us today, for those of us that might be new Muslims or recommitted Muslims. It's amazing because you see the challenges that they went through. Alhamdulillah. So it's always good to know about that as well. Okay? Inshallah. Team number 1. I didn't give you your points, correct? I didn't, right? Okay. Inshallah. Okay. All right. We are at team number 4, correct? Team number 4. Bismillah. You win some, you lose some. It's okay. You guys are all like, it's okay. Calm down. 400? 300? Okay, inshallah. I was like, my eyes. Hajj takes place in which Islamic month? The Hajj, the pilgrimage, takes place in which Islamic month? Dhul Hijjah, very good. So Dhul Hijjah is the 12th month of the Islamic lunar calendar, right? Dhul Hijjah, inshallah. What's the month that comes after Dhul Hijjah? That begins the new year. Muharram, right? Muharram, very good, inshallah. We should try to do our best to get to know the Islamic months as well, inshallah, okay? Very good, team number 4. All right, back to team number 1. Bismillah. All right, yeah. $400? $400? Okay, inshallah. Who was the companion that gave the idea to build the trench during the battle of Ahzab or Khandaq? Who was the companion that gave the idea to build the trench during the battle of Ahzab or Khandaq? There's 2 different names for it. Very good. Salman al-Farsi, right? Salman al-Farsi, right? Salman, they say the Persian. And the reason is because before he came, in his land, in Persia, what was known as Persia, when they would have a battle and they would have an army coming, they would make something like this. So this is where he proposed and gave the idea, and of course it was accepted. So it was Salman al-Farsi. Very good, team number one. Team number one has climbed to 2,200. MashaAllah, very good, very good. Team number two, Bismillah. This one? Okay. What was the name of the first battle in Islam? What was the name of the first battle in Islam? Now remember, please keep in mind, try to make this a discussion led by our new Muslim and convert family members. If you guys are, quote, a born Muslim, please try to let the other people answer the questions, please, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Because some of these might be very easy, some of them might be very challenging, so we want to have a good time here. What was the name of the first battle in Islam? I was supposed to say that, right? Inshallah. Yeah, very good. The Battle of Badr, right? Battle of Badr, inshallah. Final answer? Inshallah. Very good. Battle of Badr, that was the first battle in Islam, right? And then the battle that happened after that, Uhud, right? And then it continues, inshallah. So very good. Okay, so I gave the points. Team number three, right? Team number three. Bismillah. I gave you guys the points, correct? Okay. Yeah. Okay, companions. Who was the third caliph or khalifa of Islam? Who was the third caliph of Islam? All right, team number three, need an answer? Uthman, very good. Uthman ibn Affan. Very good, right? Team number three. So the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, passes away, right? Then the question is, who's going to control the affairs of the Muslim? Who's going to be the caliph, the leader, basically, right? I don't want to give the other names because there might be some questions, but number one, number two, number three is Uthman, the son-in-law, actually, of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, right? So very good. All right, so I gave the points. Team number four, Bismillah. Miscellaneous for 200. All right. Arabs are approximately what percentage of the overall Muslim population? The Arabs, right? What percentage are they of the overall Muslim population? These are questions you guys are going to get. Very good. Very good. Yeah. So I put 15% approximately. So the Arab population, approximately anywhere from 15 to 20, sometimes 18, sometimes 14, depending on, but around 15 to 20% is the population of Arabs. Meaning, what am I trying to refer to here? Huh? Yeah, meaning Arabs or Arabs are a minority in Islam, right? The vast majority of Muslims are not Arab. They might speak Arabic, they might learn it, right? Look at countries like Pakistan, Afghanistan. Look at Malaysia. Look at. I don't want to give answers of other questions. Look at various countries in Africa, right? They might learn Arabic, but they're not Arab, if you will, right? So, because you know why this is important. Non-Muslims, they think what, and this happens so many times. When they hear Islam or Muslim, they automatically attach that to what? You must be an Arab. All Muslims are Arab, right? So, for example, we had a dawah table yesterday, or an outreach table, right, at two different malls. The mall that I was with and the volunteers I was with, alhamdulillah, one of the sisters actually speaks Spanish, right? So she's wearing the hijab, the headscarf. The moment she started to speak to people, the people were like, what? Right? And it was predominantly Latino where we were in that area. So then, because they had the assumption that, oh wait, all Muslims are Arabs, so how can you be Muslim? You're from Mexico, or you're from Guatemala, or you're from El Salvador, right? How can you be Muslim, right? How can you be Muslim and you're from Malaysia? You understand, right? So this is why it's very important when you know answers like this, inshallah. So very good. Team number four, right? Very good. You guys are climbing, alhamdulillah. Very good. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 5 questions left, right? So to be fair, we're going to just do 4 questions, right? You understand, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 question we're not going to do. So just keep that in mind. So that is fair for everyone, because otherwise somebody else will get an extra chance, right? So team number 1, Bismillah. So before we do that, looking at the points right now, team number 1, 2,200. So right now, currently they're in the lead. Team number 2, 1,100. Team number 3, 1,600. Team number 4, 700, alhamdulillah. Keep in mind, you have a final Jeopardy question as well coming up, okay? That's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, I know. I didn't do a daily double. Yes. You must be really well versed at Jeopardy by knowing daily double, inshallah. Bismillah. Okay. Who was the companion that was on the way to kill the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, with his sword, but then eventually accepted Islam? Omar, very good, very good. Umar bin Khattab, right? Very good. So remember his story, he was actually oppressing Muslims in the beginning, right? He's one of the strong enemies, right? But then, by the permission of Allah, Allah opened up his heart. So when he was actually going to just eliminate and kill the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, once and for all, somebody else diverted him, and then he went and actually heard the Quran, and then a story happened, etc., and then he accepted Islam, which is he was one of his close companions. One of the close companions, yeah, very good. Right, team number 1, 2,400, very good. Were you guys in the negative at one point? You were never in the negative? Okay, you guys have been growing, very, very good, mashallah. Okay, team number 2, Bismillah. Quran for 100. Okay. The number of surahs, chapters in the Quran. How many surahs or chapters are there total in the Quran? Remember, don't say it out loud. They can hear people. How many surahs are there in the Quran? And please don't Google it. You can't use your phones or your smartphones or your laptops in case somebody's doing it, huh? Allah's watching you, huh? Team number 2, Bismillah. Very good. 114, right? 114 surahs or chapters in the Quran. So team number 2, very good. And you know why this is beautiful? It's because anywhere you go in the world and you pick up the Mus'haf, meaning the Quran in Arabic, right? Or even the translation, you will always find how many chapters? 114. I can go to Sweden, I can go to Malaysia, I can go to China, I can go to India, or I can be here in Anaheim. I pick up the Quran, 114 chapters. But can you say that with other scriptures? Can you say that with other? You can't. If you pick up the Bible, you can't say that with the Bible. Some Bibles have 66 books. The Protestant version, right? Catholic version will have about 73 books, if I'm not mistaken. Then you have the Mormon version. Then you have the Jehovah's Witness version, right? So all of them have different. Now everyone's competing here. No, this is the Bible. This is the Bible. For us, you might have some different understandings, some different strands in Islam, but we go back to the same Quran. One Quran, 114 chapters, Surah Fatiha, chapter 1 to Surah Nas, 114. Same. That's amazing. In its original Arabic, never been altered or changed. Same message since day one. This is why you have 10 to 15 million people that have memorized the Quran. And they pass it down generation to generation. Right? That's amazing. Alhamdulillah. Very good. So I gave the points. Okay. Team number 3. This is the last set of questions. Okay. Column 1 or 2? 1? Okay. The Arabic name for paradise. Jannah. Very good. Very good. Alhamdulillah. All right. Team number 4. Bismillah. Miscellaneous, yeah? All right. What is the largest Muslim country populated by Muslims? What is the largest Muslim country populated by Muslims? Very good question. Percentage. Yeah. Very good. Indonesia. Very good. What is Indonesia, right? Now, why is this important? Remember what we talked about earlier? That's why I tried not to give it away, right? It's because some people, I'm not saying everyone, some people might assume all Muslims are Arabs. But when you say, well, hey, the largest Muslim country populated by Muslims is actually Indonesia. Then you have Malaysia, you have Thailand, you have, of course, all the other countries in Pakistan, India, Afghanistan. These are not countries that speak Arabic, like their native language. They learn it, of course, right? So this is very important, inshallah. Team number 4, correct? All right. So at the end of our regular Jeopardy, we have team number 1, inshallah, 2,400. Team number 2, 1,200. Team number 3, 1,700. Team number 4, 800. Right there, very close, inshallah. Okay. I have to make sure you guys don't see something first, because I got to pull it up. Make sure the answer is not there. Just make sure it's here. Okay. Final Jeopardy. I want to make sure that. Oh, no, close. Don't look. I thought I hit it. Did anybody see it? Because I have to change the question. Muslims don't lie, huh? Is that right? You didn't know we saw it? Okay, khalas, inshallah. Okay, so, sure. Thank you for being honest. I appreciate it. Twice you guys have been very honest, inshallah. Allah rewards those that are honest, inshallah. Okay, Final Jeopardy. So this is how we play Final Jeopardy. You basically are able to wage as much as you want as far as how much you have. You can wage up to, right, what you have. So if you have 700 points, you can wager up to 700 points, right? But keep in mind, if you get it wrong, you lose that as well, right? So you can wager up until, okay? That's number 1. Number 2, I'm going to, of course, put the question here. You guys are going to discuss it, right? And then you guys are going to write it down. Then you're going to give it to me, okay? So it's going to be very easy. You're going to write it down. You're going to give it to me, okay? Number 3, before I give you the question, you have to give me your wager. How much do you want to wage? So you can't see the question, then wage, obviously, right? That wouldn't make sense. So in a few minutes, I'm going to ask you guys to wage whatever or as many points as you guys want to wage, right? And this way, you can let me know, inshallah. So I have some paper here. Let's see who can help me out. Want to help me out? So, okay, perfect. Sister lady, you can pass out 2 pieces to both teams on that side. And then, you guys got one? Rafael, you guys got one? Okay, just one then. I have anybody need an extra pen? You guys have a pen? Everyone have a pen for the team? You need a pen? You guys need? There you go. Okay. So I'm going to put it up so you guys can see how much, where everyone's at. Team number 4, did I give you the points? I gave you the points? Okay. Okay, so this is where the points are at, okay? Take a look at your team and the points. You can wager up until those points, inshallah. So 30 seconds, just consult with one another. And then I can just actually write it down here. It's not a problem. Now be careful, okay, you guys? Inshallah. All right, team number 1, what do we have? How much you guys want to wager? You don't have to, no, you don't have to write it down. You can just tell me. You'll write your answer there. You can just tell me. 1,200, okay. Okay, so half your points. Team number 2? 1,200, mashallah. All of it. Team number 3? 1,700. All right. All of it, mashallah. Team number 4? 500. Okay, playing it safe. Very good. Very good. All right. Now that I have your points, I'm going to pose a question, okay? You are going to with your group, you're going to discuss amongst your group, you're going to write it down. Just please, and then once you finish writing it, after about a minute or two, I'm going to ask somebody from your group to come up and just give me the answer. Just make sure you put team number 1 or 2 so I know who it is. So right now on your paper, just put your team number, either 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay? Discuss amongst yourself. Then once you have the answer, just raise your hand. That just lets me know, that signals to me that you guys are ready to go. And then from there, we're going to go, inshallah. Okay? And then I'll give the answer to everyone. Everyone okay? Okay. Make sure I don't... No pressure, Jamal. No pressure. Okay, ready? And please make sure to keep this amongst yourselves. Don't say it too loud because, of course, you have other people around you. So the final Jeopardy question is, and make sure you don't Google it, okay? Name 2 of the miracles of Prophet Jesus. Name 2 of the miracles of Prophet Jesus, Isa alayhi salam. Now I need 2. Don't give me 10 and do like process of elimination. We don't do that. So we just need 2. And please let this be a discussion led by our new Muslim convert family members. 2 miracles of Prophet Jesus that we as Muslims believe in, right? Make sure you write it legibly, please, so I can read it when it's up here. And only put 2, please. Make sure to include everybody in this gathering. Include everyone. Those that qualify. No, keep it for right now. Keep it until I call you guys. Yeah, keep. Just raise your hands when you guys are all set. You guys are all set? Okay. Team number 1's good. Team number 2's good. Okay, if you guys can kindly just bring it up to me real quick, I would really appreciate it. Make sure you have your team number on there. All right, good job. All right. Just look at everybody here, mashallah. Allah bless you all. Alhamdulillah. All right. So we're going to start with, I should have brought that up as well. We'll go with, okay. Let's do it like this. Okay, we're going to start with team number 4. So we start with the one that has, they're growing in their points, inshallah. Team 3. Remember, I only need 2, okay? Team number 4, okay. Okay, so team number 4 said, okay, first, of course, let me give you the answer. Was the question pretty hard or pretty simple? Pretty simple, yeah? Pretty straightforward, especially when you're in a group. If you were by yourself, would it have been a little challenging? Yeah? To be honest with me, for the most part, yeah. That's why you see shura or consulting with one another is very important, right? Because you know how they say it takes 2 hands to shake, right? And it takes 2 minds to just think, if you will, right? All right. Here we go. So this is of the miracles of Prophet Isa, Jesus, right? He cured the blind, the sick, the leprosy. He brought the dead back to life, right? He spoke as a baby. We say all this by the permission of Allah, okay? So if you're within these parameters, inshallah, you did well. So team number 4, because I'm going to leave this page so we can go back to our Jeopardy page. Okay, so team number 4 wagered 500 points. They said, rose a person from the dead and spoke as a baby. Yes, very good. So of course we say by the permission of Allah, which I'm sure is what you guys were referring to. So very good. So that will be 1,300 points for team number 4. Very good, inshallah. Good job. All right. So next is team number 2. Team number 2. Okay, team number 2 is here. Rose from the dead, cure the blind. Very good, right? We say again, by the permission of Allah. And team number 2, you guys wagered 1,200, everything, right? So 2,400. Very good. Yeah, 2,400. Very good, team number 2. Alhamdulillah. Okay, we're left with team number 3 and who else was it? Number 1, right? So team number 3 would be next. Team number 3 said, spoke as a baby, raised people from the dead with the permission of Allah. Very good. Very good. That is correct. And that is all your points. So what's that, 3,400? I did not major in math, so my forgiveness. All right, 3,400, okay. Now, team number 1, they said, raising the dead person, healing leprosy. Very good, very good. And that is by, of course, we say by the permission of Allah. So, team number 1 did 1,200. So, you're at 3,600. Yes, that's a good point, but I'm sure, I mean, the hope is, that's why I filled it in, right, inshallah. But we can give you 100 points for that, but you guys are still 100 points short, inshallah. Yeah, but of course I assume everybody, that's why I said it, right? Because I said 2 miracles, of course the understanding is, as how Sister Naila said very correctly, it's by the permission of Allah, okay? So, the final tally here, team number 1 are winners, 3,600. Allah bless you and reward you. Team number 3 right behind at 3,400. Very good. Team number 2, 2,400. Very good. And team number 4, 1,300. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. May Allah reward you all. May Allah bless you all. I hope that was very fun for everyone. I kept you hostage a little longer today. My sincere apologies. Just give me 1 or 2 minutes, please, before we wrap up. What did you guys think about this game? Was this something nice? This is all right? Yeah? Oh, the first one? We should do like a wild card, huh? Inshallah. Yeah, I know. It's okay, it's okay. We win some, we lose some. It's okay. Who was the companion that became the first caliph leader after the death of the Prophet Muhammad? Peace be upon him. Who was the first khalifa, the first caliph after the Prophet passed away? Abu Bakr, right? Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, right? Abu Bakr, inshallah. It's not a double jeopardy, but alhamdulillah. But was this interesting and fun for everyone? See, this is, I think, a good way to learn as well, right? So for those of you that might be visiting us from other communities, you know, and you want to start a program like this, I would highly encourage you to do so, because every community have people that are interested in Islam, and that inshallah they want to become Muslim by the permission of Allah. We should always have a support system. So please keep that in mind, which is always very important, right? It's not just about giving shahadas, right? Means somebody accepts Islam. That's amazing, that's great. But the real work comes after, and that's the follow-up. Many people can embrace Islam, but how many will stick to Islam? That's why here at IIOC, our huge focus is on support system, right? And that's to make sure that we are there for our brothers and sisters. And number 2, please keep in mind that it's very important for all of us to keep coming to class. Like, I love to see a good group like this, 20, 30, 40 people, right? But sometimes our numbers are a little bit low. And of course, it's not about the numbers, right? But the thing is, we have this platform, and I want you guys to utilize this as much as possible. There are not many mosques out there, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but that actually have classes like this, right? Weekly based, not monthly. I'm talking about every Friday, every Sunday, new Muslim classes, or classes for non-Muslims, right? So please take advantage of it. We want everyone to do their best to learn, right? And to get to know one another, to socialize. That's what it's about, right? Sometimes it's not just about education. That's important. Sometimes you just want to hang out. You just want to get to know people, right? So please keep that in mind. Again, please reminder that we're in these blessed days of Dhul Hijjah, so try to do your best by increasing your good deeds. Saturday, this coming Saturday, is the day of Arafah. That is Hajj. Hajj is Arafah. Meaning the 9th day for us that are not going for Hajj, that day try to do your best to fast. It's highly encouraged. It's not mandatory. Highly encouraged for you to fast. So try to do your best. If it's that one day that you're going to fast in these 9 days, because 10th is obviously Eid, you don't fast on Eid. But on the 9th day, you want to choose that 9th day, which is Saturday, okay? Keep that in mind. Sunday then is Eid, the holiday, the festival, right? We're going to have breakfast together. We're going to have dinner together. For those of you that want to join us, please make sure to register. If you didn't get the registration forms, please let me know, and I will go ahead and text that over to you, or I'll email that over to you. But I hope you will join us, because we're doing this to make sure that we can all celebrate our family members together and have a good time, inshallah, okay? So having said that, may Allah bless you all. I think we still have a lot of food left over. Please make sure to make a plate and take it home. Secondly, if you brought any pots or pans, make sure to please take your pots and pans home, because we can't, of course, leave it here. And then if everybody can help me fold up the tables and chairs and put them in the racks, that'll be great. The chairs we leave? Okay, so, oh yes, sorry. Let's leave the chairs. We leave the chairs. Let's just fold the tables, please. And there should be a rack over there, please, inshallah. Okay, just leave 2 tables if it's okay. Otherwise, everything else, the chairs we leave, we just get rid of all the tables except 2 tables, please, inshallah. And also, we have some printouts here. You know, the day of Eid, there's a lot of, we're glorifying God. So there's some printouts here for you to learn how to do that. It's called the takbirat, inshallah. I'll have them over here for you. Yeah, most welcome. Most welcome. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, of course, inshallah. Inshallah.